We begin with a new revelation that has travelers passing through Canadian airports considering going offline. A document leaked by Edward Snowden was just released by CBC News in Canada, showing that Canada's electronic spy agency used information from the free internet service at a major Canadian airport to track the wireless devices of thousands of ordinary online passengers for days after they left the terminal. The operation by the Communications Security Establishment Canada, or CSEC, was revealed in a PowerPoint obtained by CBC News. The documents show that the agency collected metadata on individuals when they logged on the internet at an international airport and used that information to track the people for over 2 weeks. Cybersecurity experts in Canada said this is certainly unlawful. And before this news broke, CSEC Chief John Forster sounded like he was in agreement.
CSEC, under its legislation, cannot target Canadians anywhere in the world or anyone in Canada, including visitors to Canada.
Yet, CBC analysts say these new documents show that airline passengers at a Canadian airport are clearly in Canada. The CSEC issued a statement in response to the report saying that no Canadians or foreign travelers were tracked, no Canadian communications were or are targeted, collected, or used. And as the CSEC faces tough questions, the U.S. is beginning to take its own look at its own surveillance agencies. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel announced yesterday that President Obama will nominate Navy Vice Admiral Mike Rogers as the next director of the National Security Agency. This is contrary to the White House-appointed review panel's recommendation to place a civilian as the head of the NSA. The Defense Secretary also announced that Richard Leggett, a civilian, has been selected to serve as the Deputy Director of the NSA. You might remember Leggett from an interview that aired on 60 Minutes in December. He was asked if the U.S. should strike a deal with Edward Snowden.
So my personal view is, yes, it's worth having a conversation about. I would need assurances that the remainder of the data could be secured, and my bar for those assurances would be very high. It would be more than just an assertion on his part.
These changes come just 2 weeks after President Obama's speech to reform the government's surveillance program. Vice Admiral Mike Rogers will have to undergo a Senate confirmation. Leggett will not.